Joining me now, Gina Loudon, Adam Goodman, Eric Guster, and Congressman Ron DeSantis. And Congressman, I want to start with you because Loretta Lynch, this explanation, trying to undo the perception that somehow there's influence, the Clinton influence, if you will. Is that enough to get her and Hillary off the hook here?
Well, I don't think so. This investigation, remember, has suffered from perception problems months and months ago. You had Loretta Lynch, remember, she was appointed by Bill Clinton to be the U.S. attorney in Brooklyn when he was president, so she already has a relationship with the Clinton family. And, of course, her current boss, President Obama, has said multiple times, well, Hillary, she didn't damage national security, nothing to see here. And, of course, President Obama endorsed Hillary to be president of the United States. And so I think this latest endeavor where she's meeting privately with the husband of a target of an investigation, and this investigation very well may include the Clinton Foundation, so Bill Clinton could be a relevant witness. I think it was a tremendous lapse in judgment, and I think that there should have been a special counsel appointed long ago, but clearly right now the public will not have confidence in the decision she renders.
What about her sort of, I guess it was an olive branch of sorts, saying, hey, maybe because of this, or some are saying it's always been the case, but she will accept the recommendation of the FBI and senior officials within the department. Is that going to be enough to sort of mitigate the damage at least?
Well, she said she fully expects to do that, but that gives her the discretion to not go ahead and authorize a prosecution. And in fact, the Justice Department clarified that New York Times report. Well, no, they're saying, yes, she always has a discretion not to go forward. So I think at this point, if Comey presents an actionable case and they do have the goods on Secretary Clinton and Lynch does not prosecute, that's going to be the difference between a constitutional republic and a banana republic.
Gina Loudon, how deep do you think this will go with respect to influencing the election? We just saw the Benghazi report out earlier in the week, and I've got to tell you something. I'm not sure what happened on Main Street. I know the mainstream media said nothing to see here, folks, very similar to what we've been hearing with this. So could this actually have an impact on November?
If it doesn't, we need to take an IQ test, and I'm not even kidding. They think we're stupid, Charles, and they might have a point. When you consider things like this FBI, these prosecutors have given a total in the last reports from May from Open Secrets of $85,000 to the Clinton administration, compared to about $300 to Hillary Clinton's campaign, compared to about $300 to Donald Trump's campaign. When you consider there was no prosecution in the IRS scandal, the NSA scandal, they want to keep the Orlando audio out of the public domain. I mean, you really have to start asking a little bit about should she have already recused herself simply because she was an Obama appointee before this ever happened? And then you have to ask, what woman goes into a meeting alone with Bill Clinton? Didn't we learn anything when he was president?
All right. I don't think I'm going to touch that one, but Eric.
True.
Eric, listen, I got to tell you, I don't even see how Democrats would even attempt to defend this. I mean, you understand the optics of it, but you're a defense attorney. You understand the legal aspect of it as well.
I understand the optics. It's more optics. You have to keep in mind that Clinton appointed her, so they have a friendly relationship regardless of.
But his wife is a central figure in a massive investigation.
In one investigation, they investigate people all the time.
He may be called as a witness.
They investigate people all the time,
right,
and they were not taught. Loretta Lynch, she's a very honorable lady. I believe that she's telling the truth and that they didn't talk about this investigation. Of course they wouldn't.
48 hours ago, everyone would have agreed with you with respect to her being honorable. And I think 48 hours from now, more people would feel that way if she were to recuse herself. The fact that she's staying on this case, though, adds to the lapse of judgment and a chance to fix it.
It was a bad decision for Bill Clinton to approach her. Now, let's remember that he walked into her plane.
And she couldn't say, please don't come in, I'm investigating your wife.
But this is a person who appointed her. They have some things in common. But it was a bad decision for optics. However, she's a lawyer. This is her job, and she's going to follow the law.
She admitted she made a mistake.
No.
She admitted that it was bad optics.
Everything
you all, the GOP wants anyone on the left to be prosecuted anyway. So you all want anyone on the left to be prosecuted. You all are out here snipe hunting, trying to get some indictment dredged up on Hillary Clinton that this is probably not going to happen.
Let's look with a little bit of reality at this situation. The Clintons are shrouded in a veil of secrecy on everything they do.
Just like the Benghazi report.
Say the recommendation is to indict her. Will we ever know? Who are we kidding? We'll never know.
Just like the
GOP
backed this Benghazi investigation that was $7 million, 2 years of nothing. So you all are trying to get something on the lady who will be the next president.
You're calling Benghazi nothing? I'm sorry, I think the families would disagree with you. I don't think Benghazi is nothing.
What did they find in that investigation?
Did you read the report?
Nothing.
Did you read the report? Did you read the report?
What did they? I'm asking you, what did they find?
Let me jump in then. Let me bring in Adam Goodman, because Adam, clearly a huge a bad week for Hillary Clinton. Let's put it this way: it is ugly optics, and there are going to be a lot of people who were either indifferent to this or not paying attention, who are now going to say, hey, this does not smell right. And the arrogance of it, Bill Clinton strolling on the plane of an AG who's investigating his wife. Over 100 FBI agents have been on this thing day and night. Every other week, new information comes out. This is a serious issue in front of the American people, and Bill Clinton treated it like it was nothing.
Well, I can tell you, Charles, this is the last time they're going to use the same travel agent, because the fact they got together as they did in the airport. This is just a pattern. And I have a theory, okay, whether you agree with it or not. I think that Hillary Clinton, Secretary Clinton, has a paranoia about being imperfect. And it is every time she gets caught, every time her team gets caught doing things that don't add up, that don't make sense, that aren't truthful, she seemingly always has an answer for it, except for the truth. And I think this election, when it comes down to it, it is going to be some kind of referendum on whether or not Hillary is imperfect enough to square with the American public. And so far, and the Loretta Lynch situation speaks to that as well, I don't think so. And one more thing, Charles, one more thing. I believe that there was so much evidence. It was overwhelming evidence coming against Hillary Clinton from the FBI director and everyone investigating this. There was no question that Loretta Lynch had no other way to go but to say, I will row in the same direction. She had no other choice.